I am Amarnath. Welcome to Kakatiya IAS Academy. In this session, I am going to discuss about public administration optional in UPSC mains. So, before going to discuss this, let me provide the basic information about my profile in UPSC. So, coming to me, I have given all the attempts of UPSC, from 2005 to 2010. So, I have written all the mains in between 2005 to 2010 along with interviews in 2008 as well as in 2010. Alright. So, the best mark I got in public administration is 372 in 2008, and from 2008 to 2010, that is for 4 consecutive years, I have scored more than 340 marks. That is, I have consistently scored more than 340 in public administration. Alright. So, this is my journey in UPSC. So, coming to this session, in this session, I am going to explain why we should take public administration. So, why should we take PubAd as an optional? The reasons for taking public administration, where we will try to analyze the basic advantages of taking public administration. At the same time, I will also highlight the difficult areas. The difficult areas in public administration. Second, we will talk about the scoring pattern. The scoring patterns in public administration. And third one, the basic books that we need to refer for public administration. Alright. So, these are the 3 main important things that I am going to discuss in this session. Alright. So, first of all, why we should take, why PubAd, why public administration. Alright. First of all, if you take the syllabus of public administration, that is both in paper 1 and paper 2, In paper 1 we have 12 topics, in paper 2 we have 14 topics. That is in total the total number of topics are 26. In total the total number of topics are 26, and within these 26 topics, alright, there are almost all 4 topics which are common to both paper 1 as well as paper 2. That means these 4 topics, if they are covered in paper 1, alright, with some efforts you can easily complete paper 2. So, that means we can round up this entire syllabus of public administration to 22 topics. This is one thing. So, when compared to all other optionals, right, the syllabus of public administration is very less. The syllabus of PubAd is very less. Alright, this is first advantage. Second advantage is, alright, within the syllabus again, paper 2 of public administration, alright, it overlaps with polity and governance paper. It overlaps with polity and governance, right? So out of 14 topics, 8 topics they are directly from polity. So whoever who is strong in polity, for them, right, understanding paper 2, answering paper 2 is not that difficult. It will be very easy because 80% of paper 2 belongs to polity and the remaining is governance, right. So the one who is good in paper 2, there is no need to have a separate preparation for GS paper 2 of mains. There is no separate preparation required for polity and governance in mains. So this is the advantage, right. So in terms of syllabus, it is very less, and paper 2 coincides with the polity and governance part. It is, you can simply attempt 180 marks of GS paper 2, 180 out of 250. You can easily attempt by the knowledge of public administration. Alright, this is one thing. Now, if you take public administration, right, public administration has even a contribution towards GS paper, not only for GS paper 2, but even the knowledge of public administration, the information of public administration you can use in other GS papers. Let me explain this part. Say for example, if you take GS paper 1, that is the governance of the geography, history and social justice, the social issues that you have, alright. So out of 250 marks, you can answer 30 marks with the knowledge of public administration. That is, the topics that are asked, the questions that are asked on social issues, you can answer them by using the knowledge of public administration. So simply you can answer 30 out of 250 marks in GS paper 1. Similarly, in GS paper 2, as I said earlier, out of 250 you can answer 180 marks out of 250 in GS paper 2, that is in polity governance paper. In GS paper 3, right, which deals with economy, because in public administration we have the topic of financial administration as well as financial management. So in paper 1 we have financial administration, in paper 2 we have financial management. At the same time, there is a topic called as internal security in GS paper. There is a topic called as internal security in GS paper 3, which is again present in public administration in the form of law and order administration. Alright. So there is a topic of what we call disaster management, both in public administration as well as in GS paper 3. That means, right, the topics of economy, say for example that issues like growth, development, stage of growth, stage of development, right, all these are a part of public administration also, right. So out of 250 marks, you can answer around 130 marks with the knowledge of public administration in GS paper 3, right. That is economy, internal security, disaster management, right, all this, right. Sab mila ke you can answer around 130 marks in GS paper 3. And coming to GS paper 4, that is ethics paper, alright. You have the topics common to both public administration and ethics, and 50% of ethics syllabus it is covered in public administration. 50% of syllabus. Even the concepts, the knowledge, the information that you secure in public administration, you can use it in ethics paper also. That means out of 250, you can answer around 140 marks in ethics paper. Coming to essay paper. Alright, out of the 10 essays which are asked, by the knowledge of public administration you can answer at least one essay, that is you can answer 125 marks out of 250. Now you can imagine, just by taking public administration, how many marks that you can attempt in other GS papers. So total it is 30 plus 180, 210, 210 plus 130, 340, 340 plus 140, 480, 480 plus 125, 480 plus 120, it is 600 and 605 marks. So, you can attempt 605 marks of GS. You can just attempt 605 marks of GS with the knowledge of public administration. And I am challenging, you can easily score 260 plus marks in public administration. So, my challenge is 260 plus marks in public administration, because the challenge is based upon the marks the students got in this year mains exam. So, all my students got, the least mark of my students is 256. So, now I can say that you can score 260 marks, right, in public administration. Alright, just you can imagine 605 here and 260 here. Out of this 605, if you can score around 400 marks, 400 here, alright, 260 here, it is 660 marks. So, maybe you will be 50 or 50 to 100 marks short of interview. That means in the remaining, so if you take this remaining 1250 marks, out of 1250, alright, you can cover 605 by using public administration. That is, in the remaining 650 marks, we require 150 marks to get interview call. We require 150 marks. So, by the knowledge of public administration, you can score 400, and another out of remaining 650, if you can score 150 marks, I am challenging, you will be in the interview list. So, this is the basic advantage of public administration. So, you can reduce your efforts, you can you can safely cover the GS part. The 50% of GS part is covered just by focusing on public administration. Alright. So, this is what the basic advantage of public administration. So, why we should take public administration? Because we can cover even 50% of GS. The amount of syllabus is very less when compared to other optionals. Alright. Remember, UPSC will never give importance to any one optional. All the optionals are given equal importance, and every optional has an equal respect in UPSC. Don't think that one or two optionals are given much importance. It is a myth. It is just a myth. Alright. So, when you join pub class, I will explain this myth. Alright. So, that means it will be easy for you to get an interview call if you take public administration, because you can rationalize your efforts, you can rationalize your hard work. Alright, this is one thing. So, these are the basic advantage. Ultimately, what we require is marks. We don't want to become any researcher, we don't want to become any expert in the subject. Right, we want average marks so that we can get a rank. So, here if you take the scoring patterns, scoring patterns in public administration, right, undoubtedly the period from 2011 or 12 to 2017, almost all for a period of 5 years, it was the deadliest period of public administration. It was the deadliest time in public administration. That is, from 2012 to 2017, it was even very tough to get 150 marks in public administration. The average scores were around 150, 160, 170, not more than 180 marks. Because the question paper was so difficult, even for people like me, after giving 7 mains exams, scoring 340, 370s, I felt difficult to answer that questions. That was the level of difficulty asked. The terminology used, the vocabulary used, the length of the questions, it was too difficult to answer. And because of this reason, no aspirant has got, no candidate has got more than 200 marks in public administration. And because of which we have seen the impact. most of PubAd students, the one who want to take public administration, they shifted to other optionals. This was right what you call a difficult days of public administration, right, a difficult periods within public administration. But from 2017 onwards, when you look at the question paper, so when we want to talk about marks, first of all we should look into the question paper. The question paper from 2017, it was not that difficult. So most of the questions are averaged and moderately difficult. They are not that difficult when compared to the previous ones. So this period has seen a difficult question paper, but after 2017, now I can safely say that the public administration, the good days in public administration got started, but no one is recognizing this point. Remember, the good days of PubAd got started from 2017 itself. The question paper length, the question length was decreased, right, and even at least 50% of the questions can be answered directly. That is, you can at least understand the question, don't think about answering. The questions are direct with minimum difficulty, right. They can be answered by any average candidate who is preparing for UPSC for at least 1 year, right. So any serious candidate, they can score around what you call 240. Alright, so and for last 2 to 3 years, what I observed is, alright, I have seen my students, right, and their preparation. They gave much importance to general studies when compared to public administration, but still they were lucky. They got 260 marks, 256 marks, 264 marks, and one of my students got 296 marks in public administration, right, and that girl is in service. Alright, so from their knowledge, that is compared to their knowledge, compared to their information in public administration, alright, they got a very good marks. That means what I can say is that, alright, in last 3-4 years, right, public administration is being encouraged by UPSC, even just by providing 30 to 40% of information in the answer, right, you can score 260 plus marks. That is what the present trend. So always go by the trends of UPSC. Alright. So by the time you recognize these what you call facts, the trends may be changing. That is what the logic of UPSC. UPSC will create a trend and make all the aspirants to go in that one direction. And no one recognizes, no one knows the changed strategy of UPSC. Alright. So from 2017 and particularly from 2021, right, and even we are seeing first ranks coming from public administration, right, people are there in top 10 ranks, right, from public administration. So public administration is not that tough optional, it is one of the safest optional in UPSC. So now you can blindly take public administration. Anyone who is interested, don't go by the what you call people, don't go by the words. If you are interested in public administration, if you want to know the administrative aspects, if you want to use the knowledge of public administration in your future service, then take public administration. Public administration is the best optional, right, to understand the nature of administration, right. In the coming days, once you join service, it will help you a lot, right. So just imagine, without the knowledge of public administration, how it is possible to exactly serve the society. Alright. So from 2021 onwards, you can see an encouraging trends where the marks, the average marks are more than 250. It is in between 250 to 260. If you can score another 20 plus marks, you will be in service. I have seen the students in last 2 years. Alright. So this is one thing. Alright. So these are the scoring trends in public administration. So just take this. Don't go by gossips, don't follow gossips, don't follow rumors. Rumors are spread very easily, right? And the new aspirants, the new entrants into civil services, they are being misguided by these kind of rumors. So go by the fact, and in fact, if you want to know the facts, go through the report given by Ministry of Personnel, which was submitted to Parliament. out of all the optionals, right, PubAd stands at 6th place in terms of successful optionals. It is not my words, it is the report of the government. The number of candidates succeeding, the number of candidates who appeared and who got success from public administration is more when compared to other optionals. Not even 6th place, maybe in 4th place. I am not sure of the year. I'm not sure of the number, but it is between 4 and 6. In last year, I have seen this report. Last year, December. Right. So if you are interested in public administration, just take public administration. Right. So coming to my course of public administration, I will complete the syllabus in 3 to 3.5 months at a maximum of 100 days. Where a written notes is given to every candidate. A printed notes and written notes is given to every candidate. No need to read any other textbooks, because my notes is a compilation of all the standard textbooks. Because once you read my notes, you can cover all the standard books, including IGNOU. So you have been given notes, and there will be answer writing. Main focus will be on answer writing, because it is this answer writing which will fetch you the marks. The secret of success of getting 340 plus marks, the secret of success of getting 372 marks is just because of my answer writing practice. I took my answer writing practice in with one of my guru, that is Sunil Gupta sir, and I always grateful to him, because he has made me to learn this answer writing, and I am passing the same thing to the next generation. Right. And in my class, from my batch, we had first rank, all India first rank, 18th rank, and so on. And I am the top scorer in public administration from the same class. Right. So that is what my marks is. So the secret of success is, it is answer writing. I never missed any of my test, and I want every aspirant who is preparing for UPSC, they should keep on writing. They should write all the tests. So in my class, there will be weekly tests, there will be daily tests, and for each and every question that is asked in the exam, you will be given a model answer. Not a lengthy model answer. I have seen the model answers of other institutions. Not a lengthy model answer. If a question is asked for 150 words, the model answer will be within 180 words. The model answer that I am going to give, it will be in the range of 150 to 180 words, because you should know the kind of words, the terminology that should be used in the exam. You should be apt in that. Am I clear? Right? So the focus will be on answer writing, and this answer writing will be given. The guidance and answer writing will be provided until the candidate succeeds in UPSC. It is not for 6 months, it is not for 1 year. Until you will be in service, there will be support of the institution and mine. So I will support these candidates. Alright. So this is what my schedule of public administration. Alright. So apart from regular classes, you can also have this answer writing for the entire period. Alright. Okay. Now coming to the basic books, I would like any aspirant who is taking public administration, alright, start reading Lakshmikant public administration. So even there is a book on public administration by Lakshmikant. Alright. So it is there is a PubAd book written by Lakshmikant sir. So do read this PubAd book of Lakshmikant, along with this New Horizons of Mohit Bhattacharya, New Horizons of Public Administration, written by Mohit Bhattacharya. Right. Then Public Administration by Sadhana and Sharma, which is Bible of Public Administration. Read Public Administration by Sadhana and Sharma. Read Prasad and Prasad for administrative thinkers. For thinkers, read Prasad and Prasad. Alright. Next. Along with these books, also refer IGNOU books. Alright. Also refer IGNOU books for paper 1. So this is a book list for paper 1. And for paper 2, read Indian Public Administration. Read Indian Public Administration by Rajni Goyal and R.K. Arora. Rajni Goyal and R.K. Arora. Rajni Goyal and R.K. Arora. And we have a separate book of Indian Administration by S.R. Maheshwari. Indian Administration by S.R. Maheshwari. So, right. So, do follow these books. They are very essential for public administration. But anyhow, right, once you join with me, I will provide notes containing of all these books. Not only these books, there are many other books from which I made the notes. Right. So, my notes is sufficient, right, to answer any question in public administration of UPSC. Right. So, these are the things candidate should note before taking public administration, or the one who want to take public administration. Alright. So, just think once and take a wise decision. Thank you.